Ever feel that deep, gnawing hunger in the pit of your stomach? The kind that makes you irritable, desperate. Now, imagine that hunger never goes away. Imagine it twisting you, changing you, until you're no longer human. That is the terror of the Wendigo. Deep in the frigid forests of North America, among the Algonquian-speaking peoples, whispers of a terrifying creature have been passed down for generations. It's a legend born from the harshest of winters. When the snow is deep, the game is scarce, and survival itself becomes a monstrous act. They call it the Wendigo, and it represents the ultimate taboo, cannibalism. The story usually begins with a person or a group of people stranded and starving. The desperation grows, the cold seeps into their bones, and they're faced with an unthinkable choice: to eat another human being to survive. But this act, this transgression against nature and humanity, comes with a horrifying price. The person who partakes in the flesh of their own kind is cursed. An evil spirit, a spirit of insatiable hunger and endless winter, finds a home within them. The transformation is grotesque. Their body withers away, becoming gaunt and emaciated, a skeletal figure stretched impossibly tall. Their skin turns ashen gray, pulled tight over their bones. Their eyes sink deep into their sockets, glowing with a malevolent light. And their mouth becomes a jagged mess of sharp teeth. Or maybe their lips have been chewed off entirely from their constant, ravenous hunger. Despite their skeletal appearance, they possess superhuman strength and speed, able to move silently through the forest like the winter wind itself. But the most terrifying part isn't its appearance, it's the hunger. The Wendigo is forever starving. No matter how much it eats, the hunger only grows stronger. It's a walking, breathing embodiment of famine, a bottomless pit of want. It hunts humans relentlessly, driven by a craving it can never satisfy. Some legends even say it grows in size with every person it consumes, so it can never, ever be full. It can mimic human voices, luring you off the path with the cries of a lost child or a loved one, drawing you deeper into the woods where no one can hear you scream. Psychologists and historians have a name for this: Wendigo psychosis. It was a documented culture-bound syndrome where individuals would develop an intense craving for human flesh and a fear that they were turning into a Wendigo. They'd become violent, withdrawn, and convinced of their monstrous transformation. It was a very real, very terrifying manifestation of the psychological toll that starvation and isolation could take on the human mind. The legend wasn't just a scary story, it was a cautionary tale, a psychological coping mechanism for the horrors of famine. The Wendigo is more than just a monster, though. It's a powerful symbol. It's a warning against greed, selfishness, and excess. In a world where some have so much while others starve, the Wendigo represents that insatiable consumption, that desire to take more than you need, to consume for the sake of consuming. It teaches that giving into our darkest, most selfish impulses can turn us into monsters, stripping away everything that makes us human until only a gnawing, endless hunger remains. So the next time you're out in the deep woods, and you hear a strange voice on the wind, or feel a sudden, inexplicable chill, just remember the tale of the Wendigo. It's a reminder that the greatest monsters aren't always the ones with claws and fangs. Sometimes, the most terrifying monster is the one that lives inside us, born from desperation and a hunger that can never be filled.